Welcome back to SpiritLifter. After 2 consecutive cancellations, Oktoberfest has returned. The celebration kicks off today in Munich. To mark this momentous occasion, let's enjoy one of the 6 official beers being served in the tents this year. The festivities in Munich at the Theresienwiese are territory for breweries located within the city limits. The German name for Munich, München, is related to the German word for monks, Mönchen. In 1634, a group of monk brewers from the Neudeck op de Oude monastery were the subject of a complaint to the city council. Secular brewers expressed their frustrations in having to compete with the cloistered brethren, who had honed their craft since time immemorial. Although a somewhat inauspicious circumstance for the first time they are mentioned, the brewery today uses this moment to mark the foundation of the Paulaner brand. Nearly 2 centuries later in 1810, Oktoberfest began as a horse race to commemorate the wedding of Bavarian Crown Prince Ludwig to Princess Therese von Sachsen-Hildburghausen. 8 years after, and with a much greater emphasis on enjoying a beer over equestrian sports, Paulaner introduced their take on Festbier. Naturally, this one is brewed according to the Bavarian purity law, and makes use of Hercules and Hallertau hops grown in the same state. Finally, this vintage measures in at a precise 6% alcohol by volume. I've been waiting a long time to show off my Maas. Where Märzen tends to be a bit darker, Festbier looks almost indistinguishable from golden lagers. However, this style attracts millions every year, and it's not hard to see why. Besides being nice to look at with a bright golden appearance, the Paulaner Festbier wonderfully showcases the marriage of malt and hops. It does not lack in body, and while conventional by some standards for hop fanatics, its even and balanced bitterness keeps you coming back for more. So much so that you may find yourself finishing a Maas faster than you thought. After you finish your beer, you may want to snack on something. The Paulaner website writes this Festbier belongs at the fairgrounds, with all of the fun of the Ferris wheel and roasted almonds. Although not the first thing I thought of, roasted, salted, or candied almonds sound pretty damn good. Luckily, there are dozens of nut vendors spread about, along with others selling fries, tornado potatoes, and all kinds of sausage. On that note, you really cannot get much more Bavarian than Weisswurst. Serve the sausages with some sweet mustard, and you've got something to keep you upright if you plan on spending all day partying in the numerous tents across the Wiesen. Thank you kindly for watching. Besides the biggest celebration in Munich, there will be thousands of other Oktoberfest-themed events across the globe this autumn. If you can make it to one, raise your glass up high and shout out in your best Bavarian, Uns! Zwei! Gesoffen!